what is it called? Our recipe for our black soap to make it the viscosity that we wanted and keep it so that it lathered. So that process took about a year. And during that time, once we perfected it, once we figured it out, we decided to take it and try to pitch our stuff to Walmart. So we went to a meeting with the local Walmarts. There's like 8 of them in our region. And they had considered picking up our soap and putting it in their stores, but we weren't gonna make enough money off of it. So we were literally gonna make pennies on the dollar, and it just didn't work for me.
I gotta stop you right now because you giving out some game right now. So you just told the audience that you went and pitched to Walmart. How did you do that? Like, you just picked up the phone? Or like,
I did. I mean, it's interesting because it wasn't like it wasn't a difficult process. I mean, there was some work into it, but the work was having to go in, talk to people, wait for people to get back to you instead of. I mean,
that easy.
That process took some months now. I mean, we probably went in.
Did you know anybody at the Walmart Corporation personally?
No.
So just cold calling?
No. Well, not cold calling, but I did my research. So I looked online. I looked at what is Walmart's process for acquiring new products in their store.
That's amazing.
And so, I had to do a ton of reading.
Yeah.
Right? And had to do a lot of research on my own. So I did that research and I found out, well, in order for you to potentially get a product in Walmart, you have to talk to this person, a particular, I don't know what that title is today, but whoever carries this title at your local Walmart, that's who you need to go talk to.
Wow.
So I went to Walmart. I said, I need to talk to this person with this title. Set up a meeting. Of course, the person wasn't at work that day. So set up the meeting with that person, whoever that person's title was. That once we met with that person, we actually literally met with that person in Walmart. So, literally had to bring our soap to Walmart and just, show them the bottle, had to have our pitch ready. So talk to that person one-on-one. And it was actually that person in Walmart who said, well, there's 8 of us. So I guess there's 8 Walmarts in our region, and they all kind of, whoever these people are that have to carry this title in each of the Walmarts, they meet with each other on a quarterly basis. So, of course, when we met with that person, they had just met as a region, so we had to wait till the next quarter. So another 3 or 4 months later, they gave us an opportunity to pitch to their entire region, and all 8 of them wanted it again, but we just weren't going to make enough money off of it.
They all said yes, but you didn't like the profit split.
We didn't.
They determined that.
They did to a degree, because when we went in, we gave them a potential price point, right? So we gave them an MSRP, I think is what it's called, right? So we told them that ideally you want to sell it for X, Y, and Z, but they didn't want to sell it for that. And Walmart is Walmart. They wanted to bring it down tremendously, and bringing it down, that negotiation, it wouldn't have worked for us. And the main reason why it wouldn't have worked for us is because they weren't going to buy our product in mass quantity, right? So they were, at the time, we probably had about 8 different fragrances. And so it wasn't like they were going to buy 1,000 bottles of all 8 fragrances. We could have worked with that, right? You got 8 Walmarts buying 8,000 bottles at a time. We could figure that out. But they were only going to buy 5, 10. It wasn't going to be a lot. They wanted to test it out in stores and see how it went and things like that. And so, I don't know, we just walked away from it. So walked away from that, but still wanted to have our product in the store. So we spent a summer, I don't even know what year it was. We spent an entire summer driving back and forth to Milwaukee. Right. So we had kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Exhausted our warm market in this area. Right. So we had decided to start going outside of our immediate surroundings. Rockford, Freeport, Belvedere, Chicago even, and started to get out of our immediate surroundings. So we spent this summer traveling to different trade shows across the country. So I went to Indianapolis to do a trade show to, again, try to not necessarily go to a Walmart, but trying to get our product in other beauty supply stores or just other mom and pop shops. I went to Atlanta that summer doing the same thing, trying to get our product in somebody's mom and pop shop. And then we were driving back and forth to Milwaukee. So we did that for a summer, and during that time, just just realizing that if we want our product in the store, then why don't we just open our own store and put our products in that store? Well, it sounds good, but nobody's going to want to come into a store just for our liquid black soap, right? That's just not feasible. So we decided to marry our product with the beauty supply store industry, right? Sisters like wigs, sisters like braids, they like crochet hair, they like weave, right? So if we sell all those traditional products that are in a beauty supply store, then we could just put our product on our shelves, which is exactly what we did. So we opened a beauty supply store and literally have thousands of other products on the shelf. But you go into our store and there's a section with KIKIFER'S beauty, you know, it's called KIKIFER'S Beauty Supply, and in there is KIKIFER'S products, our soap, our lotion, our shampoo, our conditioner. We probably got like 59 different products at this point. We put them in our store, except forget a Walmart. We just put them in our own store.
That's amazing.
So that process took about 2 or 3 years. We opened our store in February of 2019. And our store has 2 levels, right? So the second level, we weren't really making any money from it. It's up there, and we're paying rent on it, but we're not making any money off of it. So we were thinking, like, well, what can we do with our store from 9 to 5 that we can make money? There's nothing we can do, right? Children are at school, parents are at work. So we were kind of going back and forth trying to figure out what to do with that space so that we can leverage every square inch of our property and make money from it. Right? So we were already leveraging different opportunities in our store. So we were selling ad space on the TV in our store. We were selling ad space right at the counter, right? So you could come in and bring your business cards, and we would put a business card in every bag that came out the store, right? So we would do that for like $100 a month, and you can give us as many business cards as you want. So we were trying to sell every square inch of the store, but couldn't figure out what to do with this upstairs space. So I ended up coming across the curriculum that we are currently using for our school, and at that time we decided to pull our daughter out of private school because I was like, man, this is perfect. Like, I want to pull her back out of private school and continue to homeschool her for the rest of her career. So when I found a curriculum that would work for her all the way through high school, I'm like, well, if it'll work for her, then it's going to work for the broader community. This thing is bigger than just my daughter. And on top of that, we could put a school upstairs, and when parents pay tuition, now we're making money from upstairs. Right? So we can run the beauty supply store downstairs and still run the school, which is what we did. So it was you know, me and my husband. So he would be downstairs at the register, and I would be upstairs teaching at school.
Talk about a trap house.
You stupid. A trap house. That's a good way to look at it.
Let me ask you a question. So when you were back substituting teaching, did you have a thought or a premise in your mind that was something that you wanted to do? Like, were you fulfilled by doing that job?
Substitute